Do you like shooting videos, but you find that the end result is never the quality that you're really looking for? Today, we're going to talk about 5 easy-to-fix videography mistakes. Mistake number 1 is accidentally confusing your audience. This can come from just turning on the camera and beginning to ramble. If you don't have a script or a direction that your video is heading in, it is really easy to get stuck in your own head and just begin talking, and then you begin editing, and your video doesn't really amount to much. The way that you can fix this is to script out your videos. Here at Downlock Productions, we write scripts, we collaborate, we talk with Sifu, and we really come out with a plan of what we're going to talk about. This saves time on production and editing and creates quality work. Now, this doesn't mean you have to write out an entire narrative script like for a feature film for a little video. Just right now, I actually have a script with me, and it's got 5 points that I'm going to talk about and a reminder to say a conclusion at the end. Just having something that you can refer to and look back so you don't get lost can really help you out on your shoot day. The second thing to talk about is lighting. The easiest thing that you can do as a videographer, filming yourself and filming other people, is to make sure you're in an area with good lighting. If you have access to lights that you can adjust, there is a 3-point lighting plan that you can follow. This includes a key light, a fill light, and a backlight. So this is what my video would look like without a fill light, and this is what it looks like without the key. Now, as you can assume, this is our backlight. So with a key light and a fill, this way, both lights are not causing harsh shadows on either side of my face. Now, if you don't have access to professional lighting gear, you can just be resourceful in your own house. Standing by a window is often a way to get even lighting across your whole face. Even if you're shooting on an iPhone compared to a camera, if you have a good lighting setup, the professional quality will still remain. Point number 3 is using a single camera setup versus a dual camera setup. So here at Downlock Productions, we always film with an A cam and a B cam. However, one of the most professional parts of having an A and B cam is that cutting between the cameras can actually fill the gaps in mistakes that you make while you speak. So here's an example. So today I'm going to be talking about video production. And video production is, so can you see how I made an awkward gap if you just see it on the single camera? But here we'll show the clip again, cutting from A cam to B cam. So today I'm going to be talking about video production. And video production is, it seems a lot more professional and like there was a natural flow, right? The next point is to always make sure that your camera is in focus. Watching a blurry image is just extremely aggravating, and it's incredibly distracting. You always want to make sure that your camera settings are set proper and that everything is sharp and in focus. So setting the focus is one of the easiest things to do on a camera, but if you're doing all of this by yourself, it can actually be incredibly difficult. If you leave, there's no subject to focus on. So a trick that I like to do is bring something into the frame that will be at the same distance that you will be. Then you leave, set your camera settings to this guy, and then when you come back, it'll be set for your face. Tip number 5 is to do what is called storyboarding. Now, storyboarding is something that we often do in narrative filmmaking, but even if you're just doing a video with tips like this, planning it out in advance by drawing what you think the next steps are going to be can help you stay focused and on track. Lots of times with Dan, we shoot in different locations around the house. So we plan it out in advance. For this point, we're gonna be by the bar, and this one will be with Iron Man. Having a storyboard can actually help you conceptualize what the video will look like before you even shoot it. With having a visual plan before you go into production, it can help you work out kinks beforehand and actually save you editing time. As a bonus tip for something that can easily make your videos look more professional is to use B-roll. If you watch a lot of Sifu's videos, you'll know that we use B-roll a lot. Having a visual aid is the best way to provide an example for a point if you can't act out the example yourself. So for example, if I'm trying to talk about how someone is really frustrated at work and I just say they were really frustrated, it's more powerful to actually show you a shot of someone frustrated at work. This way I can stay on script and continue talking, and I don't have to worry about acting it out or hiring actors afterwards. B-roll is another very valuable tool that should be in every videographer's toolkit. Not only does it give a visual example for points that you make, it can help piece information together in a very clear way for your audience. Using B-roll can really add production value to your video content, and there's lots of free websites where you can download B-roll and try it out. So there we have it. Those are 5 easy-to-fix videography mistakes. If you liked this video and found any of the content helpful, be sure to let us know in the comments and give us a like, and be sure to subscribe for more content.